and we'll be starting module number 4. Yeah, tips to handle difficult situations. So what are difficult scenarios? Can please somebody share with me? Besides breaking the bad news like death.
This is the question that I wanted to ask also.
But I'm questioning you right now. What are the difficult situations you face?
Patient comes.
Many times what happens is a patient is wrongly informed either through net or whatever, and he tries to score up the patients. The reality is something different, and his information about his disease or something is different. So how to handle? He thinks that he knows more than you, and he starts accusing the doctor many a times. How to handle this situation?
I got your question. It's a very good question and a pertinent question, and that's a global problem, not unique to us or our place. What happens, what you can do, you acknowledge that the information patient is giving, first of all to begin with. Go through, check the website with him, verify it in his or her presence, and you know better which website is scientifically reliable and not. All of us know that. And if it's a unscientific kind of website, pull out the scientific website and show him that this is the proper website. Encourage him to go through that. If it's a bit jargon related or more technical, there are websites of the government of UK as well for the patient, which are in the patient's language. You can use that, nobody is stopping you. So it's in their language, but they are again scientifically proven websites. So you are also safe because you know this information given is correct over there. And you will realize, because you know what is correct, what is wrong, patient will read for himself, and in fact he will apologize and thank you also for that. But you have to correct him, you have to help them. And that's the way to deal with these kind of misinformation which comes from silly websites sometimes. Is that okay?
I have a simple question. Are there any guidelines or time limits? How much time a doctor should spend time with his patient at a GP level, at a specialist level, and a super specialist level? When you talk about 90 seconds, if you go to a general OPD in a government hospitals, you don't have 90 minutes total time. So there is no way you can listen to him for 90 seconds. In 90 seconds, you have to see 2 patients. I mean, that's my difficult situation is when I go to a OPD, I'm talking about a general OPD in a government sector. When I was trained in my MBBS, I was taught to see 200 patients in 90 minutes. In that situation, how can you spend listening to him for 90 seconds? That's an important, difficult situation.
That's a really important and difficult situation. I fully acknowledge that to begin with. Having said that, we did not have this evidence to help us and tell that it is not possible to do it properly. In your times and in my times as well, this evidence has just come 5-10 years back. This is a new area which is going up. With this backing, why we should not make the lives, whatever we are left with, better and our future generations better, and show it to the policy makers that this is a problem, this is happening, this is what research says. The doctor in Tamil Nadu got killed. I chased the whole system in the newspaper and media. After being killed, all the private doctors went on the strike. See the comments of the media and the public. Nobody came in favor of the doctor at all who was killed. And from my internal sources and linkages, I know that she was practicing those kind of surgeries in gynecology for last 15 years. Can you believe that she was technically wrong? Probably communication-wise I can accept, but not technically. And nobody has supported her. So, lots of comments against the doctor by the people of public. Now we are getting killed. It has come to that stage, and if we do not raise our voice and say this is evidence, this is research, no policy maker can say you are wrong. And doctors are sitting in policy maker positions. It is our job to tell MCI, the Ministry of Health, that we cannot see 90 patients in 2 hours or whatever. It's impossible. Having said that, that's not only a problem in the government sector. The top physician of the city, Bulandshahr I come from, sees 150 to 200 patients in his private OPD. Though nobody is forcing him to do that. So something is definitely not wrong. Either it's my greed for money to earn out of the patients, I don't want to spend 90 seconds, or my problem because I'm not raising when it should be actually somebody else's problem, and I'm shouldering it out of my goodness, which we should stop. We should learn to say no, and that is the solution wherever we can. Is that answering the question?
Just one thing, are there any guidelines for a minimum number of minutes for an MBBS or an MD or a specialist?
If you're seeing a new patient, on an average, and this is what we realize also, we do workshops, on an average around 8 to 12 minutes, a good consult is easily done. If it's simple, straightforward, 7-8 minutes. If it's a bit complicated, more of issues, it's easily done. Around 12 minutes it takes, and we have done the practice. I was videoed, my colleagues were videoed, and we realized we covered everything under the sun with the patient, including the sexual history as well, in details. Less than 10 minutes. And psychiatrists are very good at it, I realize. Because my other colleague was. So around 10 minutes is an average time, that's what it takes. And it's proven by research evidence-based as well. Any more questions?
Yes. Patient comes to you and says, "Doctor, what is wrong with me?" That's the only position, and patient is stubborn. You have to say what is wrong with the patient. So there is a communication barrier. How to break that?
To understand your question, I'll echo it first. Are you saying the patient has come to a doctor, "Doctor, what's wrong with me?"
Yes.
He's speaking the same language as you are. Language is not a barrier.
Yes.
Fine. And you are really wondering because he's not giving you any symptom.
No symptoms.
So what you do is go back to your medical school, and what I was taught, you go to system analysis. I'll start from top. Have you got headache? You say yes or no. Have you got any problem with the vision? Have you got hearing problem? Have you got problem with your eating, swallowing food? Have you got any problem with breathing? Somewhere he will get stopped. And I will say, or are you emotionally disturbed? Are you feeling mentally depressed? I start talking about depression. So I go to every system of human body. Somewhere he will say yes. If he says, "Doctor, something is wrong with me, sort me out," and he's not giving me anything more. We do find more patients who come like that. But then I start questioning from top to bottom, and somewhere he will say, "Oh, my neck is pain. Yes, doctor, that's the problem. I was not able to tell."
But this patient is not cooperating
If he's not cooperating,
to your questions.
what you mean to say that he has come to you, so he's cooperative.
Yes.
Number one,
That much.
he's got an intention. But if he's got some psychological problem or an issue going on because of which he's behaving or is malingering, then that can be other issues as well. So that is area to look at.
So how to handle the VIP patients?
Very good. You have to call me again for a VIP patient presentation I gave. That's one thing. I did it against 2 couple of years back. But yeah, only one point I'll tell you which is most important. That's what I should say. VIP is that patient who is the VIP. You are not a celebrity and don't try to be one. That's one bottom line. Otherwise, all basic communication and be careful and always inform the topmost hospital authorities from the very beginning. Keep them in the loop, your bosses and the hospital management as well. That the VIP has arrived. This is what has happened. This is the latest. Keep them updated. You will be safe.
Sir, one question. Dr. K.K. Dwal asked you twice. What is the time for MBBS level, MD level, and super specialist level?
I said that 8 to 12 minutes is the range for all doctors. I should not say I said that. That's wrong. I said. I'm sorry. I should have just said 8 to 12 minutes. You'll realize in the slides. That's good communication. Right.